So, how you doing, guys? I gotta talk about this because you know you get alerts from X a lot of the time, sports related, news related, and in general stuff pops up on your phone. Now they're saying the FBI and the DHS. What is DHS? Okay, didn't probably didn't know that, but forgot. The Department of Homeland Security. They It's a public service announcement. The FBI and the DHS are announcing possible of threats of copycat attacks from the ISIS New Year's Day vehicle attacks in New Orleans. So they're saying that I think in Houston we have a MLK parade. I don't think we're gonna have that anymore. Um, the rodeo is gonna happen very soon in March. They're probably gonna spend thousands of dollars on security on the ground, barricades. I wouldn't be surprised if when you go to the when you get dropped off, you can. I'll be surprised if cars can only be like in parking lots, and cars can be within so and so feet of the stadium, or they have specific drop off areas for Ubers with security. And saying this, it is scary. Don't get me wrong. That there's people that are like inspired by the attacks, and they want to do these things to Houston. But I feel like there's always been that. I don't want to say narrative because what I'm thinking to say, but there's always that one person does it, another one comes out of the woodwork and want to do it too, kind of thing. Because you keep hearing that saying is, oh, this shooter looked up the Sandy Hook shooting, or this shooter, they get the knowledge, they learn, and they do it, and then they find their computers have the records, the internet search records of their researching other attacks, you know, and it's scary. Like, I would love to go to the rodeo this year, but more and more things are coming out of the woodworks. I don't know about going anymore. Not that I'm saying I'm scared, because I work with death every day. Like, I'm in the funeral business. Nothing scares me anymore. Like, I've seen it. I've dealt with it. I've seen how people look different ways. I've seen many gruesome things. I've seen a lot of ways people die and how the outcome looks when they're dead. So nothing scares me anymore. It's just, I don't know. I have a lot to live for because I have my nieces, my nephews. Oh, my nephews, my niece, and my sisters, and my parents. I have a lot to live for. You know, it's not like I'm gonna go out there thinking, oh well, if it happens to me, that's it. No one cares about me. You know, and my cousin, because like, I know for a fact, I'm so close to my cousin, my married cousin. If I like, he already lost someone that was close to him, like a cousin. If I died, I don't think he could handle it. Like, seriously, like, even me, if he died, I don't know how it either. He's an electrician. One wrong move, he get electrocuted with bolts, and he's gone. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I don't know. But like I say, more and more things are happening. It's scary. It's scary. I know, and it's even scary because let's just say, let me tell you something. Let's just say we hear this news and we stop the block parties. We stop having these events. What if people go into these bars and do this? I don't know, man. It's scary, man. Like when it happens in your city, it's sad but also scary. But then when it's from your city, you kind of question what went through his mind. You know, like the guy who happened to do it, the attacks. That's kind of crazy to say that, at least, because he's, oh wow, he came from my city, you know. And then you start hearing this, you know, and then when you click on it, I could read you everything, but I'm not going to. Uh, yeah, it's pretty crazy. I guess I'll read you the summary of it because it's summarized. The Federal Bureau of Investigation and Department of Homeland Security are issuing a public service announcement. The highlight of the potential public safety threats are highly extremities in extremities in response to the New Year's Day attack in New Orleans, Louisiana. As a new, well, no, as with any potential threats in the United States, we will consider with our state and law. Oh, communicate. Yeah, communicate with our state and local law enforcement patterns, and ensure that they have the resources and information necessary to keep our community safe. And then I could read you this. I'll read you it. I'm gonna read you everything actually. The FBI and the DHS are concerned about possible copycats or in, in retaliated no RETAI no RETALIATOR attacks due to presented appeals of vehicle ramming as a tactic of aspiring vehicle extremities attackers. Previous attackers inspired by foreign terrorist organizations who have conducted vehicle attacks in the United States and abroad have been rented, stolen, and personal owned vehicles, which are easy to acquire. Some have used additional weapons such as firearms and knives to attack individuals after the vehicle has stopped. Additionally, attackers may attempt to conceal a pre-positioned improvement explosive device (IEDs) the to supplement a vehicle attack. No, yeah, vehicle attack. Target has included pedestrians, law enforcement, or military members. A crowded public event, the festivals and commercial centers, which generally have additionally are accessible from roadways. We ask the public remain vigilant regarding possible copycats or whatever that word is attacks, and report any suspicious activities. Law enforcement. Knowing this, with just being announced of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and that's the biggest rodeo in the United States, I would say, because we're a big city. I think we're like the fourth or third largest city. That's scary to say. You know, that really is. Like, all this is basically what's going to do, to tell you the truth, is scare people more for not doing public events. Like, I know the rodeo is probably going to see less people this year. But then the people that do go and, you know, had to have your head on a swivel are probably going to see more security there. Because like I said, I wouldn't be shocked if you go to the rodeo and you see more police on horses, police walking around on the grounds, more barricades. That means like you have like when I go to the rodeo, I have closer access. I get the Uber and the Uber will take me close enough, and I get so close to the rodeo. I wouldn't be like shocked if they're gonna have another entrance this year, like another drop off for the Ubers, a little farther away, and you gotta walk a little bit farther. You know, and they have more gate security at the rodeo. Like when you go see your concert, I wouldn't be surprised. Or getting into the fairgrounds, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, because Houston rodeo is like a big cash grab for the city of Houston and for the people who need it. Because I know a lot of people what they get out of the rodeo is scholarships. You know, and it's a big thing. Everyone look forward to it. Everyone, there's families that come down because like there's families that come down from different states to go see their family in Houston, and they go to the rodeo. But it's scary. You know, it really is. So I don't know. It's like I really want to go to the rodeo, but then I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna probably go this year. If I do go to the rodeo, it's probably gonna be one time and that's it. Or yeah, yeah, one time and that's it. Not because I'm really scared, to tell you the truth, because you know, where I work, you see it all. I'm just saying that this because I've been telling all this. I feel like I spent a lot of money last year. Didn't really save a lot, so I want to save a lot more this year. That I can feel good about the year because every year you want to say, "Oh, I made this much money and I have this much money to take to the next year." Last year I was like, I spent a lot of money and I'm in the minus this year. You know what I'm saying? Like I would like to be able to save a lot. So that's the only reason why I'm not going to the rodeo as much. And it's sad, you know. And it's kind of crazy because you know what I've learned over the years. Yeah, you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, there's ISIS related attacks here in America." You gotta understand. You gotta understand. ISIS is a worldwide terrorist organization. They're gonna have their people in their country where they come from, the Middle East. But there's other people who can easily get the on the black market, get fed the wrong get fed stuff, read manifestos, and just think what they want to think because they're reading all like let me give you a thing or something to think about. The devil is real. The devil wants to hurt people. The devil wants to kill people. The people always say, "Oh, I'm doing it for religious but beliefs." Just like the attacks of 9/11. You know, but I don't know. I like to look at it like this. It's scary these days, but it's also beautiful if you find a way to look at through the find a way to look between the ugliness of the world today. Because yeah, all it is doing is sheltering us in our homes. Go to work, go to home, go to work, go to home, go to work, go to home, go work, go home, go work, go home. Because what's our safe place? You know, and it's sad to say that we can't enjoy the world. We can't because there's a lot of there's like ISIS related incidences. You know, but I don't know. I just don't. I always tell myself this, just like with COVID, when it was going on and stuff. I was reading so much stuff about COVID, and it kind of scared me because I know I was young. I wasn't in the spectrum of you're gonna get sick, you might die. I was just like I'm gonna get sick and I'm gonna feel like shit. I don't want to feel, and it was kind of a scary sickness. It still is, but at the time, because it was only one variant, it was scary at the time where you didn't want to feel like shit. Well, actually, it was scary regardless, because even young people were dying. Old had a bigger risk. Young people got it and they didn't know if they were gonna get out of it or die. My teacher, God bless his soul, he was a auto tech teacher. He had two kids. Um, he was a beautiful soul, very healthy. Would always work out. Was thin. He would wear those weighted backpacks. He would put weights in the backpacks, and he would do my hikes with a backpack. And it was very healthy. And he happened to die. I think he was like in his 30s when he passed. So what I'm saying is, it's scary to read all this stuff. But if you're not aware of the stuff and shit happens, you weren't warned That's what basically what they're saying. I mean, that's basically what those FBI, DHS, the news is trying to tell you. Just like whenever we hear the weather, oh, it's 69 degrees with scattered showers, or it's gonna or 100% rain, and then you live in a city like Houston where it's like wishy washy weather, where it's like, oh, it's gonna rain, never rain. They only tell you it's gonna rain to be aware if it does rain, because if they don't say it doesn't rain and it rains, you're gonna be like, what the hell? It's raining. They never said it's raining. It was gonna rain. You see? So you can take what the ex post of the FBI and DHS lightly, or you can take it with precaution. However you want to take it. But for me, I'm being aware. And these days, it's sad to say, but these days you have to be more aware of your surroundings than ever. You do. And it sucks. It's sad and it sucks. You know, I hate it. You know, I never owned a gun. I never owned a gun. Never have in my life. Never thought I would. Never want it. Never asked for it. Never cared to own. I mean, just I'm not a gun person. That's what I'm saying. But I think probably one of these days I gotta get a gun. I got to. And I'm gonna buy. There's this thing called Strike. I think called Strike Fire. I forgot what it's called, but it's a bullet you can put in your gun, and it's basically a fake bullet, but it has a dot. It has a laser in the bullet, and every time you shoot, you have your phone right. You have your phone right here, right? And you have a target, and you shoot on the phone, or you shoot. I forgot how it really works, but basically it's dry practice firing. I think you shoot the target, and then your phone will show where you shot, right? I think that's what I need to do. Get that, and then get some bullets, and then get a gun, because it's scary, man. Like, I don't want to be those. I don't want to be those guys who conceal carry, because I just don't, But I think I need one because, it's better to have it than need it than need it and to not have it. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably ask my dad to get one. And I know my dad has a shotgun where he has it. He has another rifle where he has it, but I need to have one I can easily, grab in emergencies, just in case. Because it's scary these days, man. Like, I hate to say it, but our forefathers who colonized America, who made the amendments, are probably looking at the world that we are. I mean, the United States, the way we are, and probably they're rolling over their graves because it's not great, we made the evolution of guns was to protect people, not to kill people, and the evolution of cars weren't made to run over somebody. They're made to get to point A to point B, or A to point D, depending on how far you're going. So that's why I'm saying that. But I don't know. I'm just making this video because it was not really. I mean, I don't want to say this because I'll sound like, oh, you seem real chill about this. No, I'm not chill. But what I'm saying is, it sounds like um, that to me, that stuff's gonna happen, we like it or not. It's just how us Houstonians or Americans are gonna react to it. You know. So and I tell people I've always said this, and I'm gonna say it again. Don't let the devil scare you from living your life, because bad people are gonna be bad people, but you gotta live your life. You know, because you're gonna miss beautiful things. I'm not gonna spill it out there for you, but I got some beautiful news yesterday, and I needed to hear it. Definitely needed to hear it with all the ugliness and the devil things are happening in the world. So that's nice to say the least. But regardless, you know, it can be scary if you're not aware. So I told y'all we gotta be vigilant more now. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna go into watching. Over now, peace. I squad out.